Over 50% of students in grade 5 are unable to read grade 2 level texts. Many surveys push India beyond the top 50 countries based on educational standards. With the second largest education system in place, what are we doing wrong?
Hence, to identify the problems from the grassroots levels, we conducted surveys and asked people from a multitude of professions, age groups, and backgrounds to fill a carefully curated questionnaire. This questionnaire included questions right from their most favorite learning experiences to the struggles they faced in pursuing higher education. After reviewing almost around 200 responses, we identified the following to be the major issues.
Firstly, financial constraints. Further, the lack of interest is caused by the absence of quality education standards and the concentration of syllabus and topics not that relatable to the rural population, along with the lack of practical application-based and skill-based learning approaches. Keeping this thought in our mind and targeting these setbacks, we came up with the idea for creating an app called Ideator.
To counter these issues, we sought guidance from experts in the field of education. Here are a few snippets of advice from Mrs. Premlata Punia and Mr. Vinay Nair.
The government has put up buildings, they are putting teachers, you run the best selection process, you get the best people to come into the government job as to become teachers, but the salaries are way more than the private school salaries. So all that is great, but still if the class, the kind of students you are getting, if that is not at a certain level, the outcomes are still going to be not great. And there comes the need that, at least in every tehsil in India, we should have vocational colleges, skill-based programs. Now in high schools, they've started to do some more nursing programs, sports diplomas.
So when we talk about the marginalized section in Tamil Nadu, the crowd that we have over there would be very different from a marginalized section in Bihar or a marginalized section in Rajasthan. So we cannot go with a one size fits all, I know how to deal with rural. We need to try to think is put ourselves into the shoes of different types of rural students.
We target the education of students through a three-pronged approach. The first point is about their school education. Since the school portions involve a lot of repetitive concepts, scientific evidence has shown that gamified experience helps students learn repetitive things easily. Through this, we provide them a recreational learning which helps them turn their phobia into fun and stress into satisfactions. Using methods employed by social media platforms and games, we make them addicted to learning.
Adding on, replacing the traditional concept first, question next policy, students will first face questions pertaining to the lessons they learn. As students ponder over these questions, they understand the underlying theories. We help them derive concepts rather than just marking up concepts. This helps them in practical applications such as basic medical knowledge, personal finance, and so on.
Last but not the least, we will provide the students opportunities to explore various career paths. On our app, they can access different kinds of content and videos to learn about different kinds of career paths to make an informed decision about their future. Not only this, we will also provide them various upskilling courses to build their skills in the fields of interest they have.
Additionally, going by the SDG 4, which talks about lifelong learning, we would like to extend these courses to adults as well. For example, for farmers, such a course would be topics such as chemical contamination and soil health and so on.
Our app will be accessible to students from various backgrounds and regions, leveraging the 88% smartphone and internet penetration reported by the Annual Survey for Education Report (ASER). Instead of conventional tests, we will assess performances through interviews, projects, and application-based learning with regular monitoring over time.
Every 6 months, top performers will receive rewards tailored to their interests and fields. For instance, exceptional students will receive educational aids, while a farmer might gain free access to agricultural data, and an aspiring entrepreneur could benefit from funded internships.
This project will ensure that the unemployment rates drop and those who are employed or self-employed increase their productivity. All in all, we will be not one, not two, but 1,000 steps closer to achieving SDG goals.